What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So there is a potential crisis coming. I want to address what's happening because today President Biden spoke with the Russian President Vladimir Putin over the Ukraine invasion. Now I want to address what's going on because right now the United States has warned most U.S. embassy staff to get out and seek shelter further into Europe. They're also saying that the call between Biden and Putin today was inconclusive. We don't know if Russia is seriously considering invading Ukraine. That is what the expectation is. The Ukrainian President Zelensky, he said today that what the UK and the US are doing is just sowing panic to his country, and he wants that to stop. But at the same time, Russia looks to be on the verge of an invasion into Ukraine. Now, here is what we need to expect. Multiple reports have Russia not waiting until after the Olympics before they decide to invade Ukraine. This means that when the Olympics end on Sunday, February 20th, which is next Sunday, a week from tomorrow, we could see anything happen over the next week if Russia isn't going to wait. Now, President Biden today, he warned Putin that he risks a heavy price. Biden said that a pipeline could be shut down. He said this would limit oil production, which if we see, and again, both Russia and Europe are vital to each other when it comes to oil. But if this happens over there, it could potentially send gas prices here in the US sky high. Okay? So just understand what is happening across the country or across the world is going to impact us here on US soil. But President Biden today, he was very clear. He told Putin that him and the US need to find a diplomatic solution to the tensions over Russia's military buildup near the Ukrainian border. But at this time, nothing has been determined by Russia. I want to be very clear here that yes, they're saying we have to figure out a solution. But again, we're coming up to, it's coming up to a make or break point. And right now, nobody has any determination as to where things are going to go. Now, all we know at this point is that Biden and allies, according to President Biden, will take action if they are called on. And President Biden told Putin today, and I quote, "If Russia undertakes a further invasion of Ukraine, the United States, together with our allies and partners, will respond decisively and impose swift and severe costs on Russia." The White House also stated that President Biden is committed to diplomacy, but they state President Biden is equally prepared for all other scenarios. So here's what you need to understand moving forward. We could be coming up to a massive crisis. As of right now, the Pentagon has ordered all U.S. troops in Ukraine to leave the country and reposition elsewhere in Europe. They are saying that roughly 100,000 Russian troops are equipped with advanced weaponry on the Ukrainian eastern border and northern borders. But they are saying they don't want to incite a war. Now, if this isn't bad enough, according to the Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, he says that senior officials believe that China is also gauging the U.S.'s response as to how this Ukraine crisis goes. They want to see how does the United States react to a more aggressive action if Beijing goes against Taiwan. Now, here's the issue. Not only does President Biden and the U.S. have to get things right on this Russia and Ukraine issue, we have to get things right without causing any additional concerns with Taiwan. That's going to be troubling. Some are expecting that something's going to have to give. Right now, who knows how deep the U.S. is going to go into this? We don't know. President Biden said the other day that if Russia and the U.S. start shooting at one another, it's going to create another war. And it would. This is why, at least the reports as of right now, are stating that this is why the Pentagon is pulling troops away from the border. We are seeing, and President Biden has said this before, that this is not the goal to go into war. Nobody wants to go into war. But what they're saying is we need to try to prevent a war, which means we have to pull back. We have to refrain from trying to help out too much. And that could create other issues. Again, if we are trying to show China that we're up for a fight if we have to, well, then this could be the time when the United States says, you know what, we're going in. We have to go in because, well, we can't allow China to take over Taiwan. So a lot of stuff going on here, a lot of stuff to unpack, but it is a potential crisis. What I can tell you, though, is here on U.S. soil, if you're worried about a war, there's a few things you need to do. A war is potentially, it could potentially send prices of food, gas, retail products, everything soaring. So, if you are worried about a war, a few things you could do. One, stock up on supplies that you may need. Number two, if you can have some type of indoor heating system, right? A heater, whatever. Something that doesn't have to use electricity or gas. That would be key, because what if gas prices go to the moon? What if electricity prices go to the moon? Well, you either have to pay more or you have to have an alternative. So food, utilities, those are two things. The third thing, and this is what I've been saying for the past couple of weeks, we don't know what to expect moving forward, but what I can tell you is I am doing everything I can to not only make sure I'm making just as much money as I have ever been in the past, but the key to what I'm doing moving forward is I'm spending less money. Okay? I'm saving more because I don't know what to expect over the next 3 to 6 months. Okay? So just to be prepared, I'm saving more money now than I ever have in the past, simply because I don't know what's going to happen and I want to be prepared for whatever comes. So that's what I'm doing. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. Again, just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.